Hello everyone, I'm Akhil from the WallStreet School. WallStreet School is the fastest growing edtech company enabling students and professionals build careers in finance and accounting through their different programs. Even before a student decides to enroll for a qualification, they're worried about the salaries that they would get after completing the qualification. They also want to know names of companies which hire professionals from the CIMA world. In this particular video, I will provide you details relating salaries and some of the companies that hire CIMA professionals. So let's get started. Hello everyone. I know a lot of you who are pursuing CIMA, who are on the edge of deciding to do kind of CIMA enroll for CIMA, have questions relating to companies and salaries. What is the salary that you could expect? What are some of the companies that hire CIMA professionals? So let me share some insights on this element with all of you. The first element that all of you need to keep in mind is that there is no definite answer of what will be your salary levels. It will depend on a lot of factors. So let's understand all of these factors. Now, if you're very clear about these factors, then obviously you will be able to understand what salaries you could expect, either a range, a minimum, a maximum, so on and so forth. So let's look at some of these factors. So there are about 6 factors that we're going to talk about. Factor number 1 is qualification level. Now you can apply for jobs. Even if you're part qualified CIMA, you can apply for a job. If you're a CIMA degree holder, you can also apply for a job if you're a CIMA member. Now, depending at what level of the qualification you apply for a job, the salaries will be different. Yeah, so that's the first most important element that all of you need to keep in mind. Element number 2, level of experience. So when you apply for a job, let's say you're applying for a job as a part qualified CIMA, you're applying as a fresher, do you have any kind of an internship experience or have you got any other experience? Now, please keep in mind that the experience has to be in the domain of finance and accounting. So if you apply as a CIMA degree holder as a fresher, the salary level will be different. If you apply the CIMA member as a fresher, the levels will be different. If you apply the CIMA member with some experience in finance and accounting, the salary levels will be very different. So that's element number 2. That's factor number 2 for your consideration. Element number 3 is skills. Now you have a degree, which is the CIMA degree, or let's say you have CIMA plus a graduation degree. But are you going into the job interview? Are you applying for the job with some skills or not? Hands-on experience, it could be advanced Excel, it could be financial modeling, it could be analytics, it could be any of these technical skills. Now, if I am the interviewer and I have to select a particular person, obviously I will look at what is the qualification that the person has, what is the level of experience that the person has, how many months, how many years of experience, what are some of the skills that professionals have. Now, if I get all of these elements in one professional, obviously I would be willing to pay more salary to that person as an organization. But if I get just a degree, no experience, and maybe no skills, obviously my offering of salary to that particular professional could be lower, will be lower. So qualification level, level of experience and skills, 3 important elements. Element number 4, if you're a working professional and you're applying for a job as a CIMA professional with prior experience, what was your last drawn salary? Yeah, so obviously if you're drawing X amount, the company would want to give you something more than X. Now, will it be 10%? Will it be 20%? Will it be 30%? Obviously that will vary. So previous salary level will also be a factor that will determine your current or your prospective salary levels. Element number 5 is your job profile or designation. Again, job profile and designation. Or designation will vary. If you're a fresher, you will go as an entry level professional. If you have an experience, and obviously depending on how many years of experience you are, you will get a appropriate designation. So designation will have an impact on salary, and more than designation, job profile will also have an impact on salary. Now, some of the job profiles will have a relatively lesser salary, but as you gain more experience, more exposure, more knowledge, as you become more mature, the salary levels will increase. But some profiles which are considered to be slightly more niche will command a relatively higher salary. Like for example, an accounts payable role may have a lesser salary as compared to somebody who's applied for a financial planning and analysis kind of a role. So one is a slightly generic, routine, simple, not so complex kind of a profile. The other is a very niche profile. The niche profile that I'm talking about here is financial planning and analysis. So job profile designations will also have an impact on the salary that you could expect the company to pay you. Element number 6 is also job location. Now, if you're relocating to, let's say, a tier 2 city, now tier 2 cities will have salaries which are less as compared to tier 1. Tier 3 cities will have salaries which are less as compared to tier 2 and tier 1. Delhi may have more salaries compared to Bangalore, or vice versa. Mumbai may have more salaries compared to Delhi or Bangalore, or vice versa. So, job location could also be a consideration. Now, while all of these elements are important, I would go more with the qualification level, the level of experience and skills, and job profile to be the 4 out of 6 most important elements that will help you drive your salary expectations, or give you some kind of a hint in terms of what could be the salary that you could expect. Another element which is not depicted on the slide, which you need to keep in mind, is also the brand. And now, if you go for a job of an accounts payable person in a company like Google, the salaries could be more. But if you go for a similar job in, let's say, a slightly unknown company or maybe a startup, the salary levels could be relatively different. I can't say whether they will be high or low because it depends upon the paying capacity of the organization and also the attitude of the organization. But brand will also have an impact on your salary levels. Now, if some of you thought that understanding the salary level is a straightforward linear element, it is not. So when HR offers you salary, or when the hiring manager comes back to you with the salary level, they've taken into consideration all of these factors, and then they've kind of given you a salary number. Now, it will also depend on how good are you in terms of negotiating your salary with your employer. Now, some employers, they say this is fixed, no negotiation, so obviously you can't negotiate. Now, some organizations said salary levels are negotiable, so obviously it will depend upon how smartly and obviously how carefully you negotiate salaries with them. So please keep in mind all of these factors to kind of understand from your perspective the salary levels that you could expect. Now, some students also want to understand what are the job profiles that you can work for. Yeah, now when you are a qualified SEMA, when you're a part qualified SEMA, you can work in all of these job profiles. So you can get into accounting, like I said, accounts payable, receivable, fixed asset, month end close. You can get into management accounting, budgeting, forecasting, financial planning and analysis, variance analysis. You can also get into finance, such as project appraisal, treasury, cash management, working capital. All of those elements are also important. You can also get into risk management, which could be identification of risk, which could also be designing, implementing, or monitoring of internal control. So these are all profiles that are available. Some slightly offbeat profiles that I have seen students apply for after completing SEMA is also marketing, HR, or probably business analysis. So if you look at it, there are so many profiles available that you can apply for a job. Now, salary levels for hardcore accounting profiles might be different as compared to, let's say, a finance profile, and maybe accounting profiles may have lesser salaries compared to management accounting profile. Now, that's just a ballpark element that you need to keep in mind. Yeah, so profiles plus the 6 factors that I explained to you are the elements that all of you need to keep in mind to get any vague understanding of what the salary levels could be. Now, before I also gave you tentative ranges of salaries for people with different working experience, I also quickly want to tell you what are some of the which are the companies that recruit SEMA professionals. And by no means this is an exhaustive list. This is just an indicative list. So, Big Fours, EY, KPMG, Deloitte, PwC, Grant Thornton, all these companies are hiring SEMAs. Yeah, so that's good news because when they hire in bulk, they hire in volume. Another company that's hiring SEMA is Accenture. Wipro also hires SEMA professionals. You have Genpact, you have HP, you also have Shell. Now, these are just some examples of companies and the type of industries that these companies operate in, which are demanding SEMA professionals. So, there is length, there is breadth, there is depth in the type of companies, the type of profiles. So, obviously, the news is good for all of you who are into SEMA or who are wanting to pursue SEMA. SEMA's professionals have a bright future because the demand for SEMA professionals is increasing. Now, just to kind of calm your nerves down and give you some realistic expectations in terms of salary. So let's say you apply for a job as a fresher. You could expect anywhere between 4 to 6 lakhs. Now, it could also be 3.5, it could also be 6.5 or 7. I'm just giving you some tentative ranges. If you're applying for a job as a fresher with, let's say, 1 to 3 years of experience, then you can expect anywhere between 6 to 8 lakhs. Yeah, plus minus 5, 10, 15%. If you're applying for a job as a SEMA professional, sorry, applying for a job as a SEMA professional with about 3 to 5 years of experience, your salary ranges could be anywhere between 10 to 12 lakhs. Now, in some companies, 10 to 12 lakhs or a 6 to 8 lakhs or a 4 to 6 lakhs could be the fixed compensation, and they could be offering bonus on top of it. Now, for some companies, this could also be the cost to company kind of range, which includes your fixed as well as bonus. So those elements can also vary from company to company. Like I said, and like I will reiterate, there is no linear mathematical black and white formula to calculate salary and to understand specific numbers. Now, if you're applying for a job as a SEMA professional with more than 5 years of experience, obviously you could expect salaries in the range of 14, 15 lakhs plus. Now, this could be the ranges of salary that you can expect for SEMA professionals if you're applying for jobs in India. Obviously, if you apply for a job as a SEMA professional outside of India, the salaries could be relatively different because the currency exchange impact also comes into picture. Yeah, so these are broadly the elements that you need to keep in mind when you think of, when you get nervous about the element around salary, and obviously the companies which are recruiting SEMA professionals. I hope I've been able to put to rest a lot of your concerns, a lot of your questions as well. In case you still have any questions, you are always free and always welcome to write to us at the Wall Street School, and we will be happy to have a conversation with you to clarify any doubts about the qualification. Yeah, I will see you in my next set of videos talking about some more elements relating to SEMA and the questions that students either write to us or maybe talk to us about. Yeah, till then, take care, stay safe, and good luck.